ஒன்று பேசுறதுக்கு நமக்கு கரெக்டாக இருக்கும். So next subtopic is agents of pollination. So what are the agents involved in pollination? So that means pollination means transfer of pollen from one flower to another flower or another to stigma. So what are the agents involved in pollination that we are going to see here. Agents of pollination. The agents are divided into two factors, abiotic and biotic. Abiotic agents, so non-living thing agents, that is anemophily, pollination by wind. Hydrophily, pollination by water. Biotic agents, that is zoophily, so animals which are involved in pollination, such agents are called zoophily. First, pollination by wind. The wind pollinated flowers are called anemophilous. Some examples we can say through the pollination by wind, that is grass, sugarcane, bamboo, coconut, palm, maize, etc. Anemophilous diagrams given here. So three diagrams are given. You can see the feathery stigmas and versatile anthers. These suitable adaptation make the plant do by wind pollination. And then another two diagrams, the flowers are burst and open and release the pollens due to the heavy wind. Then the feathery or parachute like fibers make the seed to float and cause pollination. So now characteristic features of anemophilous flower. Anemophilous means wind pollinated flowers. So the flowers are pendulous like a clock. It can easily hang freely. Then catkin like. Then axis of inflorescence elongate and brought well above the leaves. So then only it can easily carried by the wind. Then perianth is absent. Perianth means petals. Such things are absent. Then flowers are very smaller in size, inconspicuous, colorless, not scented, do not secrete nectar. So these characteristic flowers carried by wind. Stamens are generally numerous stamens, then filaments are long and excited and versatile type. Anthers produce enormous quantities of pollen grains, minute and lightweight and dry. So then only it can carried by long distance by wind. Then stigmas are large, protruding out and feathery. Then only it is easily can catch the pollen grain. Then plant produces flowers before the new leaves appear. So it avoid the hindrance of leaves. So the pollination was easily takes place without the hindrance of leaves. So in some plants, the anthers burst violently and release the pollen into the air. So here this diagram shows the pollination in Ziames. So male inflorescence, this is tassel, it was present at the top of the plant. Female inflorescence, it is cup, it is just beneath the male inflorescence. The female inflorescence have a silky stigma and style is like that. So through that easily the male inflorescence tassel is pollinated by wind and directly fall on the stigma of the lowermost portion of the female inflorescence. They are arranged like that, easily fall on the stigma of the flower during the windy time. So you can see the next diagram. You can see the pollens are dehisced through the air and directly fall on the stigma of the inflorescence. Stigma is like a brush like, so easily catch the pollens from the wind. So pollination in Zea mays, already you have seen in the diagram. So the maize is a monoecious and unisexual flower. So both the sexes are present in the same plant. Male inflorescence, that is tassel. It is present in the terminal part of the plant. Female inflorescence carp. It was present at the lateral at lower level, just beneath the anther. Maize pollens are large and heavy. The mild wind shakes the male inflorescence and it, make the pollens fall on the plant female inflorescence because it has long stigma. So the pollens drop from the tassel and it was caught by the feathery stigma.